Don't you ever get tired of all the trouble they bring? Huh? Hanging around with these people. Of course, there may be some troubles sometimes. There are many good things as well. Well, I already know you won't listen no matter what I say. Keep in mind that with your appearance and personality, you can lead a much easier life. I can't help feeling like you keep bringing these troubles on yourself. Thank you very much, but I'm fine with the way things are, because I like the way I am, says as she puts a hand on her chest. I want to keep staying this way forever and ever. I see. How about the class? Forgot, class already started ages ago. Shall we return to our classrooms? I guess so. Walking side by side. Girl beside me is only as tall as my shoulder. And so many people out there trying to find support from her. Where can this tiny body of hers find the strength to hold up everything? She doesn't have a single person to support her within the school. Isn't it alright for me to become a person she can depend? Oh boy. Whoa. What the fuck is this? It doesn't show a date, but alright, that's... Huh. It just says Yukine. It's a little weird. It's alright. If it's possible, I'd want to become that person for her. Yeah, I'm to tell you this. Before we part, I turn and look at her in the eyes. I understand that you like the way you are now, but when you feel down or tired, come find me. Eh? It's not too much to ask for a person you can depend on, is it? When there's no one around, I don't mind lending you my lap or shoulder, just tell me. Actually, if I think you're pushing yourself too hard, I'll come to your place to make you borrow my lap. Or my shoulder sometimes. Miyazawa? I'm sorry, I just spaced out. Wanna borrow my lap now? No, I'm not tired, it's just that that's the first time anyone has said that to me. Sorry, I don't know how to reply to you. I see. My bad, what I said just makes things harder for you. No, that's not it. I really appreciate what you said. But it's troubling because I don't feel troubled at all. What I wanted to say is... Thank you very much. Half happy, half embarrassed, Mizaki has to look down to hide her blush. Let out a sigh of relief, knowing my risky moment hasn't resulted in any disaster. Raising my hand to say goodbye to her, turn my feet to the entered classroom. Just as the teacher steps down from the podium and leaves the classroom, Tsunohara appears like a ghost before me. Sorry, I totally forgot about you. Whatever, mate. I've known you've had enough to expect that from you. But Yukine-chan is totally different. She cared for me after I fainted, you know. Please wake up, Tsunohara-san. The way she gently shook me. Yep, how kind of her. Took her a whole hour, though. Eh? Lunch break just ended, right? 5th period just ended. That means she forgot about you for like what? 1 hour? Yukine-chan can be playful too. Can be playful too, don't you think? I'm so jealous of how you always manage to force yourself to think positively. People like you are called clowns, you know? Okazaki suddenly changes his tone. What's that? You have said the forbidden word. You must be referring to the word clown. So what's gonna happen to me now? Now on this very day, shall be known to the future generation that today I've made a vow to defeat you with all my strength. For such ridiculously pathetic reason, you're okay with that? Crash. Loud noise echoes in the classroom as tables fall down to the floor. Girl starts to scream. Tsunohara-san, please stop. Ah! Another table is blown away. It's moving fast toward me. Bang, crash, bang. Failing to make me its shock absorber, the table crashes into others of its kind, raising the noise level in the classroom even further. How the hell did he snap over something so silly? Stop dodging! What kind of joke is this? It's not a damn joke. He's now throwing a chair at me. Naturally, I evade it to the side. Gah! Thanks to that, the chair seems to have hit someone else. The poor victim dramatically drops dead on the floor. The atmosphere in the classroom is frozen. It's all your fault. How dare you say something like that? The door to the classroom slides open with a bang. What's all the ruckus? Predictably, unable to ignore all the noises from the turmoil, the teacher flies into the classroom. As soon as Hara-san broke into a rampage. What? You two again? Tsunohara Okazaki. What, me? God damn it. The sun is completely set, leaving only darkness outside the window. Leaning my back against the bed, I'm now sitting on this floor, facing Tsunohara, who is kneeling his back straight. Hey, idiot. Yes? It's all thanks to you that we have 3 whole days to sit around now. Yes. Yep, after the incident, we were taken to the teacher's room, where a 3-day suspension was bestowed on us. Can I hit you once with full power? With your fist? With your cassette player? I wish you wouldn't. Jeez. Let us sigh and look up at the ceiling. Well, whatever. Huh? You gonna forgive me? Well, everyone has something they don't want to be called. Well, at first I intended it to be a joke, though. Huh? When I started acting the rage, I got too absorbed in it. Quite an actor, aren't I? It hurts. You just hit me with your fist. Slap. Your palm does just as much damage. Wait. Ah, my eyes. And the combo with a kung fu finger. Okay, can I kick you now? You still haven't had enough after all those attacks? Obviously. Please remember your humanity and our friendship. Shara bows so deeply his forehead is rubbing on the floor. I'm going home. You're not going to stay up all night with me? Being suspended means you're under house arrest, remember? It's not like they wouldn't know even if I go out, but let's just say I'll be a model student for at least one day. Must be nice living in your own house. Everything dorm dwellers like me do is exposed for all to see. In your case, it's called reap what you sow. I can't even go see Yukina-chan. That reminds me. Being suspended also means that I can't execute my daily routine of going to the reference room. Alright, this is a perfect chance for some love strategy. Imagine when someone comes to visit you every day, then suddenly stops coming. She can't help worrying, I wonder what happened to him. At the same time, she'd feel a sense of loss, like something is missing inside her. Over time, she's gonna realize the reason for her loneliness. Then she'll be like, when have I become so weak? I can't do anything with Tsunohara-san. The next time I go there, she'll fly in my arms. I've known for this for a long time, but you really can be such a cheerful asshole. You think so? Thanks, man. God damn it. My eyes struggle to open. It's already 11 in the morning. Sluggishly crawl out of the futon and reach for my uniform. Not to mention not today, I'm still suspended. On my hand, just stand there vacantly. House arrest, right? There's nothing to do. I'm bored. Don't want to stay in this house. Guess I'll go to Tsunohara's place. Putting on my usual casual clothes, I step out to walk on the usual, albeit unusually refreshing route. It's still noon time on a weekday. Passerby doesn't pay much attention to me. Could feel their eyes on me quite often when I was wearing the uniform, though. Speaking of which, a lunch break should be starting at school soon. I think I'll change my direction a little. Keep on moving and deliberately choose the deserted roads. Feeling a spy today. My appearance isn't the best choice for this environment. If someone finds me, there's gonna be trouble. Stick my back to the wall and keep scouting ahead before making any advancement. And finally, the window. Here we go. Lean over through the window and enter my destination. There she is as always. Tomoyo-san? Yo. Predictably, she seems surprised seeing me climbing through the window. So you're attempting a new entry today. Well, things happened. I see. Have you had lunch yet? Nope. I was hoping to get fed here. Yes. After nodding to me, Miyazawa takes out a bag of frozen pilaf from a cooler box and turns on the portable stove. So no comment on my clothes? A moment later, the sound of the pilaf being heated can be heard. Was it a fight? She asked, still facing the stove. Huh? I saw that notice being hung in front of the teacher room. You and Tsunahara have been suspended for 3 days. She already knew about that. Sorry, did I ruin your chance for a dramatic announcement? She turns her head around to smile at me teasingly. I can only laugh Riley in reply. It wasn't really a fight or anything. I was 100% the victim there. Tsunahara deserves it though. Is that true? Yeah. Reaches for the knob on the stove and turns it off, making a small clicking sound. Thanks for being patient. Holding the paper plate containing the pilaf, she makes her way toward my seat at the table. Gracias. Right after I take the plate from her hand, she sits down in the chair next to me. Then, she turns to the side and gazes at me. What's the matter? Nothing. Please don't mind me. Go ahead. Well, bon appetit. Enjoy your meal. Munch. Excuse me. Yes? It's really hard to eat with you looking at me like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Even after saying that, she doesn't move her eyes away from me. Is there something on my face? There's rice on your mouth. Rice. Reach my hand to my mouth. No, on the other side. Stretches out her hand, touching my lips. My heart begins to race at the ticklish sensation. I got it off. Yeah, thanks. Her eyes are now fixed on the grain of rice resting on her finger. Then with an unexpected movement, she puts it in her mouth. The taste is so rich, even if it's just a single grain. Frozen food is made really well these days. I guess so. The big smile confuses me. Can my resemblance to her brother really make her act so carelessly in front of me to such a degree? Now I'm feeling conflicted. In the end, she watched me intently until I completely cleaned my plate. Thanks for the meal. Yes? Takes the empty plate to the kitchen and folds it twice before sending it off to the trash bin. Then she returned to the chair next to me and continues with the observation game. Just what's with you today? Tomoya-san. What's wrong? I have a request. Would you hear it? Go ahead. Please pamper me for a bit. Hearing that, I turn my eyes down to my lap and then look back at her. She nods. I pull my chair a little away from the table. Is this enough? Yes. Alright, excuse me then. Misawa lowers her upper body and sets her head on my lap. Want a bedtime story today? No, it's okay. Let me stay like this today. Alright. With that said, I softly caress her hair. Sorry, you don't like it? No, it's because my brother used to do that for me. I see. I've accidentally linked myself with a brother whom I haven't even met. This action I'm doing right now must have reinforced the equation me equals Oni-san in her. To be honest, this feels even more complicated than I was expecting. We just stay like that for a while without talking. Eventually the bell rings, marking the end of lunch break. Misawa doesn't show any reaction. Put my ear closer just to hear sleeping breaths coming from her. Are you serious? She's either overly careless or overly trusting of me. I don't know which I prefer. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's, let her sleep. Just let her sleep. Try caressing her hair again. She still shows no sign of waking up. She must be really tired. Class is about to start, but she's sleeping so soundly. Feel bad for waking her up now. No, that's an excuse. Maybe I just don't want this to end. A brother, huh? I wonder what he's like. Or even more importantly, how much he understands her. The way those delinquents are idolizing her, or how she doesn't make any friends at school, and instead spends all her time in this room. If I were her brother, I'd never wish her to be like this. That's the bell signaling the start of classes. She's turning her body. Did she wake up? She just changed her position. Seems like she's still deeply asleep. The weight and warmth pressing against my thighs, they feel so good. Even my stomach is filled from the lunch she made. Overall satisfaction is pulling my conscience away. As always, I've woken up by the sound of the bell, right before my eyes. Good morning. Morning. Miyazawa's still there on my lap. She's already woken up. For some reason, she's just lying still. Looks like I've skipped the class. Yeah. Such a good sleep. So it seems. Able to see your sleeping face. And I saw yours. So we're even? Yep, we're even. We both laugh. I'd better get to my 6th period. Yeah, that's probably for the best. It's about time for me to leave too. You're under house arrest, right? Yeah. I was so relieved when I saw you came. Eh? The notice only said you were suspended, so I was worried that you had to fight and been wounded. Ah, yeah, I see. We still have a little time left until the class bell rings. Can I stay here until then? You've been here all this time, why do you need my permission now? Stay if you want to. I'll stay. She laughs happily and rests her head on my lap once again. This isn't in the contract. Oh, I'm sorry, I just kind of... Sensing she's trying to sit up, I put my hand on her head, gently press her down. It's okay, the old contract's still valid. Is it really alright? As long as you don't drool. If that happens, I'll apologize. Tell me you won't. Okay, I won't drool. She's now giggling on my lap. I can't help laughing as well. Until the bell rings again, Miyazawa just lies there with her head resting on my lap. But the class eventually starts, and the whole school sinks into silence. I should be able to sneak out safely now. Step toward the window. Rattle. The window is opening on its own. Right after that, a body of a well-built man appears, crouches down, and leans forward over the frame to get in. Here we go. Can't they make this thing just a bit bigger? The man uses his big hands to dust off his clothes while looking at me with narrowed eyes. He keeps on staring at me. It's not a glare, nor does it look like he's trying to pick a fight. These are the eyes of an inspector examining his target. What is it? I haven't seen you before. Isn't that because you're not a student at this school? Neither are you. I am, actually. You're not wearing the uniform. I'm under suspension. Suspension? So people stupid enough to get suspended even in this school? Are you picking a fight with me? Nope, not my intention. It's just I don't find people like you often in this kind of school. Well, I guess. So, what are you to Yukine? I'm not trying to answer that question. Her boyfriend or something? No, that's not it. Figured as much. Or else you wouldn't be kicking around like this now, yep. I feel like you just said something pretty scary. I suppose this just goes to show how much these people adore Miyazawa. Or perhaps there's an unspoken agreement among them against sneaky advancements on her. Still fixing his eyes on me, the man sits down on a nearby chair. Why are you looking at me like that? I was watching. Watching what? You gonna sleep on your lap. How could I step in seeing something like that? Jeez. When did you start watching us? When you started eating the pilaf she made? So you've seen almost everything. That aside, what the hell made you sit outside the window watching for over an hour? And so, The man bends forward, setting his elbow on his knees while putting his chin on the interlaced fingers and sharpened his eyes. What are you to Yukine? Same question as before. I'm an upperclassman to her, that's all. So upperclassmen offer that kind of service now? Lap pillow, was it? He laughs through his nose. I haven't seen Yukine fawning on anyone for quite some time. Isn't that just because there wasn't anyone for her to fawn on? Guess so. People like us ain't the best substitutes. Rather, it's also because we were fawning on her first. Now that I think about it carefully, that's such a strange thing we did. Jeez. Still don't remember what a sweet little thing she was back then. Truth be told, we should have been the ones pampering her, and yet... I don't understand what you're talking about. And what did you mean by substitute? So you don't know anything? Even about her brother? Miyazawa only told me that I felt like her brother. Ah, so that's how it is. The man slowly nods twice, having seemingly understood everything. Then he raises his eyes to stare at me again. Which part of you did you find to be like him? How should I know? It's not like we put you up and him side by side to compare. Does her brother know about what she's doing right now? If I were her brother, I would never want her to be like she is now. Same here. I'm sure he himself wouldn't have wanted this to happen. Can he stop her? That's just not possible. So he's scared of confronting delinquents? What a gutless guy. Punch. Suddenly the world before me shakes violently. My vision is dyed into white for an instant and then black, finally covered in tilted, tiled pattern on the floor. My sore hot cheek is screaming with pain. Son of a never badmouth a dead guy. What? Frozen still in the middle of getting up off the floor. A dead guy. The man is now standing with his feet apart, looking down at me with shaking fists. His fierce eyes tell me he's ready to give me another punch. Miyazawa's brother he's dead almost 1 year ago. So that's how it is. So our brother is no longer in this world. I'm sorry. Huh? He's also your friend, right? That's why I'm sorry I shouldn't have said anything about him. The man relaxes his fist and throws his butt down onto the chair, all followed by a sigh. I sort of understand what Yukine meant by saying felt like your brother now. Nasty mouth, but always knew exactly when to say sorry. No one could hate him. Jeez. His eyes are on me, but he's not looking at me. They're chasing after something far away in the past, carrying a certain sense of nostalgia. Suddenly he froze his brow. It's coming. What is? Move your ass already. I'm not sure which is faster, the words coming out of his mouth or his hand pulling me out of the window. Rattle. Was I imagining things? I was sure I heard someone talking in here. Man, they're good. The teacher just stormed in. The man and I are hiding in the shade of a tree, holding our breath. That was a close shave. Gracias, you saved my ass. You're going to dwell here. At least learn how to sense danger from the footsteps. Were you able to hear the teacher coming just now? Dumbass, you gotta listen with your instincts. What are you people? So Yukine-chan's brother has passed away. Yeah. Seriously though, I can't believe you did that. What are you talking about? You're still under suspension, remember? Do you think about what happened if a teacher caught you? I'll think about it when it happens. I'm amazed. It seems to me you cemented your position as a nice guy to her. Think so too? Yeah, Yukine-chan sees her brother through you, right? I mean, you can never go beyond the brother status. In other words, not a candidate for anything romantic. So I'm just a first-class pillow. What does that even mean? Nah. Well, she asked me to lend her my lap to sleep on. When was that blessing bestowed upon you? When you weren't around. Do you expect her and me to do that while you're watching? Sorry, but the feeling of jealousy is overflowing in me. You don't know even half the agony of not being able to do anything. I may as well be dead. Ah, that's right. You're struck at being the nice guy, no matter how much you try. Even worse, the harder you try, the higher you rise, the higher your nice guy level becomes. I'm looking forward to seeing our decisive difference after the suspension is over. I'm going to stand ahead, looking back at you, stuck behind the nice guy wall. Try not to cry when you see me embrace her. Keep blabbing. Here comes the second day of the suspension. My current situation is pretty bleak. I'm leaning my back against the wall, intensely watching my surroundings. Get my breath light and my ears high. I thought he was coming this way. Let's split up to find him. Yeah, sure. Shit. One of them is coming this way. Try to move away without making a single sound. The rostrum is this way, but it's a dead end, so I probably shouldn't take another route. Maybe it's safer to take refuge in the courtyard. This is bad. Yes, this stage is my school, and right now I'm being chased. The pursuers are none other than respectable teachers. I was seen trying to climb through the window of the reference room. I should have sneaked in there during lunch instead. Ding dong ding dong. Ah, lunch break has already started. Things are getting worse. Other teachers are joining in the hunt as well. There's no way I can escape. Even better, the students are going to make a ruckus when they see me. I should have worn the freaking uniform. It could have helped me blend into the crowd. Anyway, gotta find a way out here. First place, why was I being such an overly honest fool coming to the reference room? Is anyone gonna die if I don't go there for one day? Let's hurry to the cafeteria. Yeah. I'm in serious shit now. The main gate is too far from here. Guess going to the restroom is safer choice for now. Still crouching, I reach to open the window from the courtyard side and then they stay still waiting. There's no reaction from the other side. At least there's nothing. There doesn't seem to be any teacher around. I put my hand on the window frame and use it as a port to fling myself inside. Welcome. She's greeting me with a smile. Is something the matter? No, just a bit surprised. You still haven't had lunch yet, right? Yeah. Gonna fix you something. It's curry pilaf today. I see. Happily swaying her shoulders, Miyazawa takes out a bag of frozen pilaf along with a frying pan, stand in front of the portable stove. Rest down a chair nearby and let out a long breath. You must be pretty tired from being chased around, huh? The teacher saw you, right? How do you know that? A teacher came here earlier asking if I'd seen someone suspicious. Someone suspicious, huh? Well, I suppose wandering around the school wearing casual clothes when everyone else is sitting in class does qualify as you suspicious. Even so, how did you know it was me? No particular reason. Still handling the frying pan, she turns her head around to look at me. It's done. The stove makes a small clicking sound as if it turns off. Transfers the curry infused pilaf to a plate and brings it to me. Here you go. Thanks. Take the spoon she gives me and starts digging into my lunch. Miyazawa takes her seat on the opposite side of the table and just like yesterday starts gazing at me. You can cut the intimacy with a knife. Even though Miyazawa may only see me as a replacement for her brother, in my eyes she's the very definition of the female species. This is not like me at all. I pretend to focus on shoving the pilaf in my mouth to hide my embarrassment. Does it taste good? Yeah, that's good. Sorry you have to make lunch for me like this all the time. No, please, don't worry about that. I'm only doing it because I want to. I have to give you something in return later. You always eat the food I make with such satisfaction. It's the best payment I can receive. That's good enough for you? Yes, that's good enough for me. So I guess you don't need my lap pillow? Huh? I grinned at her mischievously. But I want it. Makes me feel really at ease, and it's so warm. That's why I lightly put my hand on her faltering head. Wait till I'm done with the meal. Yes. She nods happily, her cheeks slightly reddened. It seems like a weird thing to do. Time just flows by quietly. The air tinted with the scent of curry circles the two of us. No words are needed. And there's no denying the warmth I'm feeling right now. The scale of our bodily contact is ever so limited, yet her warmth can be felt so clearly. But that is by no means completely satisfactory for me. If anything, it's tightening my chest with an invisible rope. Is this the feeling of impatience urging for more? So what do I want to do? Am I forever going to be just a replacement for a brother? Tomoya-san, huh? Miyazawa is gazing up at me from my lap. I thought you were sleeping. Yes. Blushes as she nods. I see. What are you thinking about? What makes you ask that? She slowly sits up and looks at me. Your eyes told me. Something troubling you. It's nothing that serious. Would it make you feel better to have someone to talk to about it? I'm not sure. I laugh. Something's gonna break if I tell her about it. Something's gonna end the instant I speak this out loud. I don't dare to expect any other outcome from the current state of our relationship and our time together. Those people who keep coming here must be aware of that too. Many of them must have been restraining themselves. Ding dong, ding dong. Looks like your lunch break is ended. Yeah, it's over. Miyazawa slowly rises from my lap and stands up from her chair and starts moving her body around. Following her, I strain my legs and begin to do some stretching. Tomoya-san. Huh? It's about tomorrow, but are you going to come here? Well, if it won't be a bother to you. Then please come. I know there would be a lot of trouble if there's teachers catch you, but I really want you to come. I don't know why you insist so much, but yeah, I'll come. Thank you very much, she says with a hand on her chest as if in relief. I'll do a better job tomorrow. Those annoying teachers won't even catch a whiff of me. I'm sure you can, but please don't force yourself too much. I know. Miyazawa smiles and bows at my reply. The bell is ringing again, marking the start of the classes, reminding me that she's gone. Guess I'll stay for a bit more to make sure the teachers aren't looking around before sneaking out. Pick up an old magazine from a shelf and find a seat to kill time. Rattle, huh? Sound of someone opening the window. Oh, here we go again. Keep my eyes on the window, expecting some macho to appear. Instead, a familiar yellow head rising into my vision. Tsunohara? Yo, what are you doing here? Lunch break is already over. Came here during lunch. Huh? You expect me just to knock and enter during that scene between you and her? Tsunohara says it if sulking. When did you start watching? Right before Yukine-chan lay down and put her head on your lap. So he's seen more than enough. Damn it! I know she only did that because you're like her brother, but that still wasn't enough to stop my jealousy from overflowing. But seriously, I'm getting all worried now. Haven't seen it with my own eyes. What are you talking about? That you'll someday take advantage of her weakness and turn into a beast. Stop talking, stupid. I wouldn't be able to walk around at night after doing that to her. I guess that's true. Considering how much those guys keep coming here, idolized her, no sane person would dare touch her that way. To be honest, letting her sleep on my lap is already pushing the paper-thin line between life and death. I wonder what she had in mind for tomorrow. Isn't you eavesdropping a skill a bit too high? I was just being watchful in case you decided to try something funny with her. I won't. You didn't this time. Well, if it was me, I probably wouldn't be able to hold it in. Shrugging his shoulders, Tsunohara declares with a proud tone and for absolute no reason. Oh, what? Hold, what in? Rugged voice echoes inside the room. Where's the voice coming from? Even I get on my feet and start looking around the room. Here. The sound of rustling fabric rises from under the table. The big man crawls out. It's the guy who came yesterday. Tsunohara contorts his face while I take a step back. When did you get here? Seriously, I came here right at the start of the lunch break. I was talking with Yukine. And the teacher came, so I had to hide under here. After that, you came and he's now glaring at me. Even worse, you and her started making that mood like yesterday. I couldn't come out like that, could I? Jeez. Did Yukine just forget about him? I didn't notice him at all. Does that mean he was right next to my feet when I was lending my lap to Miyazawa? Even Yukine, she completely forgot about me. Maybe to relieve the pain from crouching for too long, the man lightly hits his midsection and starts stretching. So, he relaxes his shoulder and takes a breath, starts looking at Tsunohara. No glaring at Tsunohara to be exact. What wouldn't you be able to hold in, Tsunohara screams for help with his eyes. You wouldn't be able to hold your beastly desires in, right?